Hey guys, Fred Tech here. Welcome back again. So this is a Tecno Camon 17 Pro. The Camon 17 Pro is a successor to the Tecno Camon 16 Premier from last year. So in this video, I'm going to unbox it and share my thoughts with you guys. As you can see on the box here, it has some key specifications. We've got a 48 megapixels clear selfie camera, a 64 megapixels ultra clear quad camera, a pro grade video camera, a 6.8 inch in 90Hz full HD plus display, a 5000 mAh battery with 25 watt flash charge, Helio G95 CPU paired with 8 gigs of RAM and a whopping 256 GB of internal storage. The specs on paper sounds good, and all of this comes with a price tag of just 125,000 naira. Now the question is, will everything be as good as Tecno advertised this device? Let's find out. When you open the box, we have the device on top bearing all the key specifications I mentioned earlier, but let's keep it aside first. Next is a 12 plus 1 month warranty card, a clear TPU case that is very flexible. Moving on, we've got a 25 watt fast charger. We've got a small box that houses a SIM ejector tool, a USB Type-C charging cable and a earpiece, and that's pretty much it. Tecno is trying to offer you extra value with the inclusion of the Tecno boards when you order or purchase the Tecno Camon 17 Pro. The board has familiar features found on most high-end earbuds. That's easy connectivity. When you open the board's case, it automatically pops up on your Tecno device requesting for pairing, and pairing is instant. The board itself looks good and the sound is decent too. So back to the device, the Tecno Camon 17 Pro looks beautiful and attractive. I like the somewhat matte finish on here. It doesn't catch smudges that much, and even if it does, it is very easy to wipe it off. Design is something that is quite subjective, but I'm very sure the Camon 17 Pro design will turn lots of heads. The color I have here is called Ice Silver. I like how it feels in the hand. It is made from plastic, but Tecno calls this organic glass. It feels and looks premium. For a 6.8 inch device, it feels compact and well crafted. The Camon logo at the rear makes it stand out and easily recognizable. On the right side of the device, we've got the power button and the volume rocker keys. The power button serves as the fingerprint scanner, and it is very fast. A side-mounted fingerprint scanner is always the way forward for me, and I always appreciate it when it is placed by the side. On the left side of the device, we've got a SIM tray that can take dual nano SIM and a micro SD card. At the bottom, we've got a headphone jack, a microphone, a USB Type-C charging port and a speaker grill. On top houses another microphone. At the rear of this device houses a quad camera setup that comprises of a 64 megapixels main sensor, an 8 megapixels ultra-wide camera, a 2 megapixels depth sensor, and a 2 megapixels monochrome lens. Still on the rear, we've got a huge Camon branding. Moving on to the front of the device, we've got a 6.8 inch full HD plus display with a punch hole that houses a huge 48 megapixel selfie camera. The display is a 1080 by 2460 IPS panel with 500 nits of peak brightness. The pixels density is capped at 395, and I must say it is very impressive. This is not an AMOLED display, so don't expect it to trade blows with those. But that being said, the display on here is very sharp with vivid colors. Watching YouTube videos and general media consumption is very impressive, but I so much wish for an AMOLED display. Speaking of watching YouTube videos, the dual speakers on the Tecno Camon 17 Pro is decent and clear. It is not too loud, but it is good enough. When playing games, you can accidentally block the sound from the bottom speaker, but the secondary speaker on top fill in the gap since it is front facing. Now let's talk performance. Let's go back to the spec sheet again. The Tecno Camon 17 Pro comes with a MediaTek Helio G95 octa-core CPU paired with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage. High OS 7.6 skin on top of Android 11, and what is keeping the light on is a 5000 mAh battery. Performance is really impressive. If you care about speed and raw performance but doesn't want to spend too much, then this is the right device for you. It is fast, animations, app switching, navigating through the user interface is buttery smooth. I haven't encountered any performance issues so far. Gaming is very impressive, and you can play high graphics demanding games at medium to high graphics settings, and you will still not notice any performance lag or stutter. Scrolling through the user interface is smooth thanks to the 90Hz refresh rate. Performance doesn't lack in any aspect so far. Again, if you care so much about pure performance, then this is one of the devices you should consider. As seen from the benchmark score here, it clearly shows how good the performance is. The software on here is Android 11 with a custom skin from Tecno. It is okay, but the amount of bloatware might be a turn off for some people. Luckily, some of them can be uninstalled, and you can also get a third-party launcher if iOS is not your cup of tea. But that being said, it doesn't affect performance at all. Moving on to the battery, the 5000 mAh battery is more than enough. It is a comfortable full day battery life, and you can even get more if you turn off 90Hz refresh rate and switch down to 60Hz. But why should you when 90Hz just makes everything super awesome? Another good thing about it is the 25-watt charger it comes with. The Tecno Camon 17 Pro took just 1 hour 35 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%, which isn't bad at all. Okay, now let's talk about the camera, because Tecno has made a big deal on how good the camera is. They even went as far as calling it the clearest selfie. Throughout the launch event, much emphasis was on the camera, so how good is it? Well, the Tecno Camon 17 Pro has a lot to offer. The rear camera takes outstanding photos and resolve details is impressive. Colors looks nice and dynamic range is good too. There's no noticeable noise, most images are processed by AI, and I like the fact that its images is closer to real life. The photos had natural look with balanced processing. However, in some images, dark areas are present and it would have been better if it was well exposed. Portrait shots are also impressive and edge detection is good too. The separation between the subject and the background is very impressive. Most times you don't even have to switch to portrait mode because the main sensor is capable of taking good close-up objects due to its large sensor. The wide angle camera is decent as well, but what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below. The 48 megapixel selfie camera is impressive as well. Selfie images looks good with good high dynamic range. It is detailed and well saturated. Portrait selfie is also great, and I love how it's able to keep the subjects in focus with good edge detection. The question is, does this justify the clearest selfie that Tecno claims? Well, there's a lot of improvement coming from its predecessor. If you'd like to see a comparison video between the Camon 16 Premier and the Tecno Camon 17 Pro, let me know down in the comment section below. What's up guys, so this is a front-facing camera of the Tecno Camon 17 Pro. Yeah, this can shoot in 4K 30 frames per second, and the footage looks okay, looks good. But you guys should let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Let me also know what you think about the microphone quality as well. The selfie camera offers huge improvement coming from the previous device. The Camon 17 Pro is centered around the camera, and I'll have to say that it is a great camera phone. So in conclusion, the Tecno Camon 17 Pro is an impressive device that I will highly recommend you check it out. If you want a decent mid-range smartphone, the Camon 17 Pro should be in your checklist. Performance is really impressive, battery life is good with a fast charger out of the box. Fingerprint is one of the fastest I've seen, and above all, it is a decent camera smartphone. At 125,000 Naira, you get a well-constructed device with extra accessories like the Tecno board. So that is it guys, my review of the Tecno Camon 17 Pro. Feel free to share your thoughts with me down in the comment section below, let's discuss. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye bye.